You can call me Eric.
Turn this down.
I'm in third grade with this chair.
People know that we're going to be on.
Oh, we must be live now.
We're going to be in
Any
about 2
notifications?
seconds here.
But I can't see them.
Just give me a second.
We have any followers.
How'd you not
We
drop that on the award?
Yeah.
All right, we are on.
Okay.
We're live.
All right. Hey,
Live from Las Vegas.
it's Thursday.
It's
night.
Thursday Night Live.
Thursday night
I'm
at 8
Don
o'clock.
Pardo and you're not.
Do you know where your
One
children
woman
are?
each, and I don't know why.
Special guest with us tonight. I don't know. Should we handle it? Yeah, let's go. We're just gonna do it this way. We got Sam,
Yo, yo.
and we got Rob.
Yeah, I'm here, everybody.
So it's not just a round 6 then. It's round.
You have a couple of plus
7.
ones.
It's a round 7
Ding,
podcast.
ding.
Finished up day 3 at the SEMA Show. How did you really enjoy it? Did you,
I hurt.
Yeah, my legs.
Yeah, I think I walked 7 miles today.
Amateur.
Somehow my phone says I went 4 floors, and I
4 floors?
I think it was only 2.
Yeah.
4 floors and 7
4
years
floors.
ago.
That's not good. That's 5 floors.
Yeah.
12 floors.
But all in all, good.
You got another chair? Grab a chair.
What's your
man.
favorite car so far at the show?
Well, you know, I got to be biased to Sam's truck, you know?
You're just making sure you get a ride home.
Well, unfortunately,
Yeah.
I'm an assistant to an assistant builder on that thing, so I got to
yes.
put my hands
I have a
on that.
vested
We should start asking you questions
Just a little
then.
bit.
Assistant to the assistant.
Yeah.
What's it got? What's it got for a chassis?
Roaster, it's a roaster chassis, right? I guess
So-
I'm throwing something out
A
there.
roaster?
I'm throwing
Roaster?
out
for
there.
Roaster?
chassis. Yeah,
Like
roaster
a-
speed
Like a
chassis.
turkey?
Yeah.
Like from Boston Chicken?
Yeah, rotisserie.
Chicken, so rotisserie
So
shop.
That's it, chicken. That's my magic word.
Rotisserie shop chassis.
So safe word.
Second word.
Is it? Really? That's cool.
It's a roaster shop chassis.
Yeah, roaster sponsor.
Yeah. Sounds good with you.
Yeah.
Driveline?
I was
Driveline?
going
What are we talking about driveline? What's it got in it?
I do not know, unfortunately.
But you're the assistant to the
I'm
builder.
the guy that
You just had to get out of hand and all
I passed the
willy-nilly?
tool. This is, hey, give me an I-16. Like, hold on, give me a second.
You're like, okay, question. As the guy
10
who
millimeter?
passes
Yeah.
tools, where do you find the 10 millimeter socket? Because
Yeah.
nobody can ever find
No.
it.
Oh, yeah, that's always expensive, you know?
How big is the Briggs and Stratton in there? I mean, it's got to be huge,
You
right?
say Briggs and Stratton? Is that
Yeah.
a lot more?
You see, you got it.
Okay, so we know it's not here, and we know it's not here.
Somewhere between there. Somewhere between there. Okay.
We're just picking on you, dude. It's all right.
Classic.
So, your truck is where?
It's in the AccuAir Corral.
Yes.
And what we call... and
Correct. You win.
and
Oh,
for,
no.
for us truck guys, it's the best real estate in SEMA.
So you
That's
guys
our
have had
spot.
that. You guys have had that whole area kind of commandeered for like it's been C10 Alley. That they should just rename it that because for like the past 4 or 5 years, that's all it has been.
Yeah.
You guys have owned that. That's
And
really
it's
cool.
good because it's a nice hangout spot. It's almost like a default meetup spot. Anytime you go there, you're going to see guys hanging out, talking. And to have that type of a spot in SEMA where, you know, as many people as there are out there, in SEMA, you can get lost and never find somebody. Anytime you go to
Never happens.
anytime you go to those trucks over there, it's almost like you found everybody you need to find.
Yeah, what's cool is there's a ton of traffic around the front side of it, but down the aisleway, you can still kind of mill around a little bit. It's
Yeah.
a cool spot.
Yeah.
And the
cool.
grass is always nice for
Grass
a
is
little
That
nap.
grassy area, especially with that barbecue place there,
Or a
it
picnic.
looks like a homeless park. It's
Like
like
Seal
three
Beach.
or four stolen BMX bikes that are spray painted blue when they're out of there. Totally like
All
all
out of
parks
the same
around
can.
town.
Well, when you see a lot of the owners of the tire shops and all laying out there sleeping. Was it the owners of the tire shops?
The good used tires.
The detailers.
Yeah.
A couple of spouses.
24-hour Yeltis.
Yes. So let's just go around the table then.
Well, C10s. What's the name of your truck?
C minus.
C minus. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's a great name for a truck.
So, what was your favorite vehicle here?
Oh, I tell you, I've loved DiAgostino's Riviera. I've always been a fan. of his, and I'm assuming that's a really old build. I don't remember when that was. I haven't seen it for years.
It's a nice car. And everything, that's stupid to say. It's a nice car. Oh,
Right.
of course it's a nice
I love that. The Tucker's amazing.
Yeah.
It's one of those you have to come and see that car.
That's an experience thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and then
you
my
have to talk to Rob about what he put into it.
Yeah.
You know, all those
There's
details.
so many
and-
changes.
Oh my gosh.
And the Tucker's grandkids, you know, they, helped in the build and all that stuff.
one great thing about social media now is you can really follow these builds a lot closer and get a little more background way before you see it for the first time. And
That's
then
why we ought to touch on that later with what we talked with Troy about. Sorry, go ahead.
no, yeah, that's it. And then I'd say my other favorite, my last favorite would be the Mulholland Speedster.
Really?
I just,
Right on.
and it's just something to see in person, I think.
Show us some good ones. I was going to go with the Velociraptor. I really thought that was going to be.
No, my favorite one was that one F-250 that was lifted out front.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
And
That
another
one.
And no, you'll know it. It had
That
stickers. It had a whole bunch of stickers on the side.
Big tires.
Hold on.
Huge tire
What?
camo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a roof rack.
It had a 72 bolt rim.
Uh-huh.
72 or
Beadlocks,
73.
right? Beadlocks, right?
Yeah,
It was
right. the
sponsored by
beadlock.
Extends. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw. There was actually a whole
It was
lot
the
of
one-
those that had that sponsorship.
It was the
going
white
on.
one that was parked right next to the white one.
Oh, yeah, with the big white bar on.
And the only
Oh,
the LED
oh,
was
oh,
all-
Yeah, right.
I
Oh,
know.
the one with the water in the lenses, or the water not in the lenses?
No, it was one with the anodized rims.
Oh, yeah, that one,
Yeah.
that one, right.
It had train horns.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
the one.
I didn't get to hear the train horns. I kept
Right.
It was the white one next to the other white one.
Next to the other white one.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah.
the only thing that was missing was truck nuts.
Nice.
What doesn't
Well-
identify as male anymore.
Well, no,
Yeah,
hold
that's-
on.
You can't assume gender anymore.
I did get a closer look underneath one, and as I was exiting through
Oh,
the back,
yeah.
no. I
Oh.
found out it did.
Crazy.
It
Never rubbed up against your
did
feet.
have truck nuts, so by default, I got teabagged by an F-250.
It's a really good thing we only have like 2 listeners.
We have one now. The other one just
on this left. He's like, I'm offended.
I love my truck nuts.
Glad they were rubber. Go
Okay,
ahead.
well, since we're talking about this, okay, what's your favorite? What was your favorite today? Since we're making the
Oh, today.
That's the thing. We have to.
God.
You have to. You know.
How can you even pick a
break
favorite?
it down by day. Even,
Right.
You know.
Right. I went nuts over the Alan Johnson 32 two-door sedan in the Ford Group.
Great car.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. And the detail, I mean, there were so many details on it, but the dash with the beveled glass lenses on the
That's
instruments.
pretty bitchin'.
The floor, it was like, I think it was zebra wood, I'm not sure. But it was like sandwiched and shaped and all kinds of cool stuff. And incredible headliner. That was neat. And I'm sitting there, I'm kneeling down, looking in the car and checking it out and stuff. And I hear somebody tap on the roof.
No way.
Oh, hang on. It's okay. I stood up to go, who the hell's beating on the roof of this car? Bruce Meyer. It's okay. It was Bruce.
Why was he touching the car?
Well,
Because
one
they
of the
were
guys, one of the guys
disgusting.
from Johnson's rod shop was telling him about it. He kind of tapped it.
Yeah.
He told me about the roof insert. He was basically the guy from the
Yeah,
shop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alan Johnson.
It wasn't just a.
Yeah, he's like, it's
yeah.
aluminum insert. Go ahead and get,
Yeah.
tap on it,
Yeah.
and so, because we all know Bruce would never do anything.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I was aghast.
Yeah.
But
I had gas today too.
I have
Yeah.
gas every day.
Hey,
Stick around.
I've seen
Well,
you
before
eat.
we leave that
Hey,
topic-
I've seen you eat. There's
there's
lots
How
of
many times
reasons
people
why
get,
you ate gas.
dive bombed and crop dusted today?
Oh, yeah. It totally happened.
Dude.
Oh.
Totally happened.
I got crop
Oh, my
dusted at least a half dozen times.
That was the
And
most
I mean,
rank place ever.
It was
You're
foul.
going, well, like, what was that?
And it was tough for me because I was right in front of the dub wheels, and I've got a Bentley, I've got this beautiful model, and somehow the smell of shit,
Yeah. Who are they going to look
crap,
at? Who are they going to look at?
made it just not as much
Yeah.
fun.
That was the tire's fault.
Yeah.
What's the wheel and tire's
It was
fault?
off gas.
Say the
Right.
smell of shit Aqua Lake.
Right. So I don't know if it was the smell of this or the actual wheels that I was looking at. I couldn't really put the two to. But something didn't.
You sure it wasn't the model?
The model.
I
was vested by a model.
Just watch my first.
I'm like, can you sign that?
Her super tight pants.
Since
filled
it's
up
hanging
with
here
that.
for a while.
It's like,
Like farting in a wetsuit.
Farting in a wetsuit. So, you know,
Nice.
I take the blame for that one.
Somebody has.
Rob, where you come from, when someone taps on a roof, what does that mean?
Get out.
You're gonna raise your hands
Nice. Wow. I'm gonna go with today favorite car, and I'm not saying this for any other reason than it's so clean and so much restraint on the car. Ring Brothers Charger.
That's mine.
That
too.
was gorgeous.
That was kind of against the grain for those guys.
Yeah.
It's not a usual build for them, and that's why I thought it was a really nice car. Beautiful
And
car.
being a fan of like anything Mopar,
Yeah.
and I'm not a purist by any stretch. I mean, I'm not one of those. I'm not a document everything. Concours restoration kind of guy where I need to know, again, that Bill, who worked the line on, Thursday afternoon, who'd be marking the firewall, had a bit of a rotator cuff injury, and he'd mark it in a certain arc. But
you are a Mopar guy. That makes you a little weird.
a little weird. Tosh.
We still accept you, though.
Don't
But that
take
car, just so
Yeah,
many
that's
trick
really
little
weird. Okay,
tiny details on that thing that were so over the top, and then like the poverty caps on it.
Yeah.
It was
Great color.
So
the perfect color for the
It's
car.
a great
The photo.
color. It's a green
No,
one.
no,
dark
dark
green.
Dark. Oh, it's beautiful car.
Oh.
Beautiful car.
Yeah.
And then to do, are you thinking the four-door?
Yeah.
Four-door Cuda?
Yeah.
Well, we discussed that in
Yeah.
Full detail.
Infinite detail yesterday.
infinite detail yesterday. Yeah, but this car,
We felt it needed a few changes.
lots of trick little details to it, and
Less
just
doors.
that whole trend now of doing a really sharp, super well detailed, elegantly styled Charger, where they're finally making the most of the beautiful lines of that car, but putting an almost stock interior in the car. Awesome. And it wasn't dopey, it wasn't stupid, it wasn't like they stuck navigation in the middle, so it had lights all around it.
Or an 01 on the door and a general lead.
Oh, my God.
Which was nice, a Dixie horn, because you need that. But that was a cool car.
You know, a subtle flag on the roof. Sometimes
Very
it works.
subtle.
Ghost.
Now, if you did that with like lace paint, now try to imagine that.
Oh.
Metal flake.
Maybe carbon
A
fiber.
lace
You know,
pink
there's the ring
flag.
brothers.
That'd be kind of
Fast boat
Well,
color.
the part about that
Fastball
car
flake.
was, though, where the Ring Brothers would normally put a whole lot of billet doodads on the car, people didn't realize this. And if you looked at the car really closely, the entire body was whittled out of one block of aluminum.
Yeah.
It's the world's only billet aluminum
Yeah.
69 Charger. It's
But I heard the Ring Brothers are doing an entire shopping mall out of Bill next year, aren't they?
including
And
the work
they're going to,
steps.
and they're going to bring it in.
Automatons. It's going to be fully staffed by billet aluminum automatons. I can't even speak now.
Now?
My anality coming. So,
Speech therapy.
yeah.
Yeah, now it's
How
on
about
you,
What's your
dude.
favorite car, man? Oh, you can't be biased though. No, that's off the table. No.
Yeah, what was your favorite car?
I'm kidding. If it was, no,
It was.
It was. It doesn't count.
It sounds to me that you've walked through SEMA and you've passed up 1,000 cars
I have.
and you
So what did
not
you-
pay attention to one of them.
What did you pay attention to the most? Let's put it that way. New products, giveaway keychains.
No,
People
no.
on scooters.
Youth girls.
The
Like
top
that.
wheels.
A lot of people. I really don't have a favorite. Like you said, it's kind of hard to pick a favorite because I've found a lot of different vehicles that I've become accustomed to. You know, I kind of love the C10 world. You know, I'm into that, and I like it a lot. So going out and seeing all the guys that help build them, that I watch on Instagram, you know, and then actually see the car face to face and shake these guys' hands, because again, you see these guys and you learn from their Instagram names and their builder names and all that kind of stuff, and you actually get to meet these guys face to face. It changes your perspective on the actual build. So then when you see it, it's like, dude, I can't believe it. You know, I kind of watch pictures and little little inserts you put in on Instagram and all that kind of stuff, and then actually come see it and then shake your hand and feel how you feel about the car, you know?
That
You get the
humanity gets
story.
put into
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
That's really
so
cool,
you have
man.
to start learning more about
That's an
you know,
awesome
the
insight.
person more than just them. Because again, some of these guys follow me and I have no idea who they are. And all of a sudden, I'm like, hey, Black Rob. I'm like, who are you? You know, and that's offensive.
That's not nearly as offensive as what I've been thinking the whole time. Can you hold one of those for me?
Classic.
Maybe chuck one across the back.
No.
Poor Rob.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Well, they kept telling me Black Rob's funny as hell, Black Rob's funny as hell. You showed up, and I thought you were white. I thought it was like Rob, Black.
No,
Black,
it's me.
Rob,
It's
man.
me.
Kind of the illusion comes in, gives high fives, everybody. Where'd you
Yeah.
go, man?
Disappeared for 2
30
days.
seconds.
Yeah.
and- My favorite. Oh, I like your Nomad, man. The
Oh,
white
yeah.
Nomad was that was mine today.
The G3 rods.
Did you see the white one?
No.
It was over on the body
Where was
shop
that?
side. It was on the
Man.
body shop
Okay.
side. Walked in, it was like,
Yeah, I
walked in there like, whoa, who? And Brian goes, well, I designed this one. Really? That
Right.
thing's badass. It was
here's mine.
really, really slick. The interior was, it was
spot on.
bad.
Nice.
Bumpers were tucked perfectly. Didn't have huge wheels on it. And very tastefully fit.
You know, the bumpers are all tucked in, and the pan that goes around, and the gap is like a 1/16 of an inch all the way around.
Pay attention to something.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
that kind of stupidity. It was.
Brian handed me a picture of the car on his phone here. I'm zooming in. Wow.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
That's the booth girl.
The
You have to
engine
move over.
compartment. Okay, hold on, zoom back out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's got a great.
Uh-huh.
The headlights on that are just phenomenal.
Mhm.
So, what do you want me to
Pay
focus on?
attention to zoom in
The
the
car.
car.
Uh-huh.
At the car. Factory body line comes tapers here. This comes down off headlight.
That's such a ragtag.
Yeah, the dash. The
V cut the inside.
that was the slick part. Was the dash.
Yeah.
That was my favorite slide.
I like the color combination. Great. What color interior was that? I mean, it's oxblood. Great
Because their
details.
butt is just like, there you go, it's like different shade on it.
I saw
Yeah, great details.
I've seen a ton of cross ramp fuel injection.
The dash looks like a Tesla. Go ahead.
Oh, just the last couple days I've noticed that's like the new induction thing is everybody's doing these cross ramp fuel injections, like Jim and Gleese's or whatever they are. I don't know.
Oh, the 8 stacks.
Yeah,
8 stack has become like way popular. I mean, that's
Well, so I'm not done yet. So that was my favorite, and then my second favorite,
What do you
just
mean you're not
wait,
done?
was that camper.
That camera was
Oh,
The
yeah.
green camper
Right.
pickup truck was just.
fun.
Well, it walked up because
It's so
I seen
lovely.
pictures on Facebook. You know,
Uh-huh.
kind of saw stuff going together, and I'm like, well, I kind of want to see how it looks like up close because the camper was kind of a cool deal.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not sure whose it was or what, or
Yeah.
if they made it for the day.
Craig at River City Rods.
It was
Wow.
it was a very unique look. When I walked up and saw the rub out job on the camera, I went, all right, well, this thing is really, really
Can you say
nice.
that again? The what job?
The rub out job in the camper.
Yeah.
In the camper.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike.
A lot of Scotch Guard?
Yeah.
Well, what was great about that camper too is he had a fully stocked bar, full stock bar, and coolers that were filled with beer, and you could go in.
I
there.
wanted to look inside, but there's like 12 guys in there, so
Well,
I'm like,
that's why
I'm
there's
not
12
going
guys
in
in
there.
there, right.
You didn't go inside for the 12-guy rub out?
No.
I was in there I think on Tuesday and having a couple beers with Craig's father because Craig was out talking to the Discovery Channel, I think, and his father was just giving some background on some of the details on the truck, the inside of the cab, and all the work they had to do. And then here comes Richard Rawlings with all the cameras and all this, and he pops his head in and he goes, "How much for this thing? I want to buy it. Who owns it?" We're like, "His name is Craig. We'll, give us your number. We'll let him know." And he's like, "No, I'm buying it right now." Okay.
Oh, boy.
And then he leaves. So, That was my experience with that.
Price just went up twice.
Yeah. Give me
The best part of that
200
story?
grand for it, you can have
You
it.
left.
When you left.
Well, we can't.
No, we got to that. Sorry.
What was yours?
We didn't offer him a beer. How's that?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I like the Nomad. Nomad's one of my favorite cars today. I really like the dash. I like the way it was set up. The great paint job on it. Killer rub out. Whoever did it. Here we go back to the rub out.
Well, hold on.
I know.
There's a few suspects.
Yeah, yeah. And I like the green Charger because I'm a sucker for green cars. I like that color. It's nice.
We know from past episodes that you know every shade of green.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but I like it. It looked almost British, almost like an Aston Martin green or something. It just
Not
had
quite
a
that
really,
British racing green. But
yeah. It had it
Because that's unlucky.
on a race
Yeah,
car.
exactly. Yeah, you can never
On a
have
On a race car.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's been
green race
proven-
cars
English
and
number
Corvette
one.
funny cars.
That's been
Oh,
proven
okay.
wrong because
What?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
green's
Green
bad.
race cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be Harleys you couldn't have.
Yeah, but
So
That's where it started from.
Yeah, it used to be
Motorcycles.
dark green race cars and Corvette funny cars.
Yeah.
McEwen was the only guy that could ever win. in a
Get away
Corvette.
with it, yeah.
So, that was me. How about you?
Well, it's a tie. I really like the Nomad. And that Charger really was something. I did like the Fuse Mustang. Overall, just as an entity, I really liked it. I missed Alan Johnson's 32.
That was beautiful.
I miss it. I didn't
Oh,
see it.
yeah.
Beautiful.
In
It was,
fact-
up, it was up in the Ford
In
booth.
fact, I didn't really walk through the Ford booth. I wish I had, but those are my picks.
Well, Luke, you're standing there. What was your favorite? You're part of this thing.
I would have to say Alan Johnson's 32.
Yeah.
That was just incredible. The woodwork alone was
Yeah, the woodwork on that thing.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
The
That's what was
dashboard, the
covers
lenses.
Did you climb around the floor? Could you see the floor of the car? How? Yeah.
Unfortunately for us, they had the Best of Show award laying on the driver's floor. Where
Yeah.
the door-
Yeah.
It was the
Kinda
best
blocked it.
Ford best of show, right? Ford's pick for best of show.
That car was.
Coincidentally, it was in Ford's booth too.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
Think about the time it saves you.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, let's just
But
put
every
it here.
year though, they have outstanding cars in that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, they
that's-
do.
They do a super job.
Well, right next
Ford
to
does
that
a
car,
great job.
if you saw, there was a GT350, and there was another bare body GT350 just above it. Neither one of those cars are original cars. They're Ford licensed a company to repop those bodies. So I'm sure they're really cheap.
Yeah.
It's a great age we live in.
But it'd be cheaper
Literally
than
build a
You
car.
like that?
Well, think about this now. What was weird was, okay, sitting there with RJ Gottlieb today, one of the ongoing topics was always rebuilding that car from the fire. And how easy would it have been for him to just go, you know what, scrap it.
Yeah.
We'll just build a whole new car. After he could have bought a repop body,
Right.
redone the entire thing.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of day we live in where you could literally just go, screw it, we're done.
But then you lose the soul.
right.
And
And
that's
that's
what I was trying to
exactly
get
what-
at. And I'm not trying to take away from these repop bodies. This
Right,
is great.
right.
If you've got a car that's roached out beyond saving, that's a great place to start.
Well, yeah, you can start your own history with the car then, but this one already had all
It's-
that history.
It's a pedigree.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things where you have to find that line too. But now, where does it get drawn if you get into stuff like these? What are they? Continuation cars, clones, tribute cars.
Well, as long as you're
Save that
upfront
for a
with
whole
that
other-
stuff, as long as you're upfront with, hey, this is a clone, hey, this is a continuation or a tribute.
As
As
long
long
as
as you're
you're-
upfront with that,
It's just,
I'm fine with it. Just don't say, hey, this was in a barn somewhere. I found it.
don't present it as something
Yeah.
it's not.
Right.
I don't. It's funny you say that because in a lot of the most recent car shows, I see people are really honest when they're displaying some of those cars. And in
Which
some
is
cases,
great.
they've done such a great job. You could, and most people don't know anyway.
Right.
You'd think that they'd say, "Oh yeah," or they wouldn't even mention it. And it seems to be one of the first things that they mention. So
Which is really good.
I think it's
That's a definite
it's a
change.
good thing that's been happening.
Like
Yeah.
early '90s.
Yeah.
People
Oh,
pass
yeah.
stuff off all the
Right.
time.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Sure,
V8
line
Malibu
load.
was suddenly an SS396 car. And you're going,
Yeah.
I don't know how that worked out. But, I mean, remember you used to be frowned upon if you put like an SS hood on a non-SS car.
Yeah.
You were the douche. And then you became a hero. But then it went through the weird part where for a while you were a crook for doing it, and then it was this whole weird thing. How can you do that and sour the value? But as they repop the hoods and stuff, it's great. Now you can build literally whatever you want.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine put a 396 hood on his 68 Camaro, and people freaked out. They were mad about it. Because with the hood vents, it was like, you've got a 327 in that. You can't have a big block hood on that car. And it's like, his position was, who cares? It's my car.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, as the weird Mopar guy, you go to the forums. If you up-badge your car, you're a pariah. You'll be dragged out and crucified. And
That's why we don't talk to you people.
no, it's weird. You see guys who will put like Scat Pack emblems on an RT,
Yeah.
things like that. Crucify these people. It's horrible. They just get lambasted, and you feel bad. It's some guy who doesn't have what he, couldn't afford what he wanted.
Look at as long as you're not saying, "Hey, this is
It's a
original."
Scat Pack car.
Yeah.
And it's
So what?
that's
They
it.
take the badge off later on, or whatever.
Well, that Scat Pack sticker's good for what, 40 horsepower?
33
Rob-
on the dyno.
Rob, you think it'd be okay to put a 350, a 440 badge on a 350 car?
No, not at all.
No.
On a Chevy, yeah, it'd be a little weird.
I propose right now. We take up a collection. We let you build a car.
You want me to build a car?
How awesome
Ooh,
would this
hold
be?
on.
I want to see.
I've
I
got a
want to see
question.
next SEMA next year, the Black Rob special.
What would he build?
Oh.
How about this?
Whatever
We
he
all
wants.
have to guess. What do you think he would build if you gave him enough of a budget and the support?
He can build whatever he wants. Right?
Well, I know.
I'm going to say a GT 350 225 Electra.
Deuce and a quarter.
Oh,
Deuce and a quarter.
Yeah.
Imagine
No.
a G3.
I actually happen to
car.
know the
This
car
would
he
be
would
awesome.
build,
Yeah.
so I could
A
answer.
Shelby.
Really?
A Shelby deuce and a quarter.
I thought it'd be a truck.
No. He's new to the
Come on, that'd be
truck
great,
world.
dude.
What would
I'm
you
picking on him now.
Well, what do you guys think? And I'll
I have no idea. I don't know
It
what
would be a
you're
car. It would be a car.
A GNX?
car.
No.
Okay.
I'm going
wait.
to say a Ford F-150 Sierra.
No, it's a
Camry.
It's a car.
Wait, let's finish here. Okay,
Well,
I really wanted to see a
Okay,
Shelby
what brand?
brand.
Okay, what brand? What are we talking? What brand of car?
But before we say that, after your discussion about the camper, he might want a new camper now. If you can get it rubbed down.
Right. All right.
You better go find those 12
honest
bags that
guess?
were in there.
G-body Cutlass.
Oh, that is a very good guess.
You guys are on the same page.
Yeah.
GNX.
Really?
Okay.
G-Body Cutlass, very nice choice.
I like those cars.
I was going to
not.
say Fox Platform Mustang.
See, I'd go.
No.
I'd go for early '90s Monte Carlo.
Oh, okay, that's
Early
cool.
90s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
How
the
does
four-wheel
it?
drive?
Oh
That-
no.
You're talking late then.
That's
late
a,
80s.
or late
that's
80s.
that's crazy.
So we have to go 81 to
Like
80.
87.
No, he said early 90s.
87 is when it changed.
So what?
So what is it?
Hey, he loves
What is
this
it?
money.
What do
He
you-
loves
what do you
this
want?
money.
Bodies like
The front
Not
one?
front. No, not the front drivers.
Okay.
I think it's still the G body.
Yeah, 87 was into that.
Oh,
stuff.
88.
was it?
88
Okay.
was last year.
Yeah, the little
The trail,
slant nose.
the Monte especially combined 88.
Which you could also buy the Euro with a horrible back glass. Is that the one?
I'm thinking.
The
I don't know,
NASCAR- the
88,
NASCAR one.
Can you still get the Aero glass?
I think so. 88, they offer the Euro Glass and my SS.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah,
So
Monte
what'd you buy?
SS.
Oh,
88, is that what it
Grand
was?
Prix.
Was it
I get
88?
to do
Okay.
What is it?
Folktail Riviera.
Yeah.
Oh!
Good
That's a cool car,
That's
man.
a good car, man. Bitchin'. Really cool.
That's
You
a
guys are
really-
gonna hate me when you know why.
Oh yeah, why?
What?
That I don't know the answer to.
It's the window.
Oh, they're cool cars, man.
Great cars.
That's a
That's
cool
fine
car.
back
Yeah.
with the wrap.
Nobody's arguing. I
Really cool, man.
guarantee nobody's going to argue
When I
with
was-
that. That's a cool
when I
car.
was a kid, and they had the R on the back of the trunk, and it's like, it's a car.
Yeah.
That's why it's
Oh, that's
yeah,
funny. It's got an R back there.
I've got a good car story about Rob. We went to high school together, so his first cars were stuff that I helped him buy, and what he wanted was a Chevette. And I said, no, we're not getting Rob. You're not getting a Chevette. He says, no. I want a Chevette. So why? He says, because I love the taillights. And that was it. So guess what?
Really?
Found him a
Off the
Chevette.
taillights?
He loved the
Dude,
taillights.
the Chevette. What's
Well,
that shoe?
He loved the 8081.
Oh,
so
shit.
that ran
Yeah.
wraparound
Ones that look
taillights.
like almost
Yeah.
like the celebrity ones.
Well, yeah.
It's a horrible story.
Love the tail.
Our dad had a wrecking yard when we were kids. So after school, we used to go to this wrecking yard after school and we'd hang out there, and pull parts, stack tires, rims, the whole nine. And that was our life, And then there was this Chevette that was sitting on a pile of cars. I was like, look at the taillights on that thing. And for some reason, I fell in love with it. And then it came to the point where Dad said, hey, it's time to get you a car. What kind of car you want? I was like, I want a Chevette. He's like, no, you don't. We're not getting that. You get all these cars you want to. And I'm like, yeah, so I want
that one right up there.
Like, no, you know what I'm saying? No, this is an Italian household. There's 2 Cadillacs in the driveway.
Yeah.
The car for people. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want a Chevette.
You got a Chevette.
Yeah.
So you got a Chevette? You really did?
So Dad said, no, you can't have a Chevette.
I mean,
It doesn't start with the letter R.
Oh, he was so, and it was like one of those things that you didn't want to make him mad, you wanted to make him proud. When
He's
you
like
took the car
embarrassed
out.
by kids.
Yeah, he was like, no way, all the stuff I've taught you, and that's what you want? And you there's not even a reason for it. It's like, the tail lights are together. It's like, yeah, sure enough, we later.
Now, I drove Rob's Chevette a few times, and I had to do it with no shoes on.
Yeah.
Because the pedals were so close together that the sneakers would get stuck behind the brake.
Oh, that's how they're made? I can't say I drove a Chevette.
Yeah,
so I
and
know.
if you've ever driven one,
we have.
it's something you're not prepared for it until it's like,
It was
can't get
designer
my
sneakers that he wore back
Chinese
then.
handcuffs on your toes.
Had to wear racing shoes to drive the Chevette.
Racing shoes.
Rob
Funny,
dude.
Rob wore his loafers.
So, are you going to incorporate the 81 Chevette taillights into your Riviera?
Oh, wow. That was a young fan. Past that now.
See, you'd have
I
to
know what's going on now. I know what's going on now. Right now, he's going to Riviera. I can drive.
He's got it.
It's done, but we're going to swap them side for side. We're going to mount them to the middle. It's going to be fiction.
What's sequential
A
lights?
Chevette with a Riviera rear window as the windshield.
Or, a boat tail Chevette.
We're losing followers. We're losing people. They're like, what am I listening to?
And we're going to name it the Deuce and a Quarter.
Well, would that be a Rivette or would it be a Cheveria?
Riviera. No, Riviera.
Sounds like something you can catch.
Riviera.
Yeah.
I just like the boat tail.
Cheveria. Cheveria sounds elegant.
We got to watch time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll them out.
It's quarter tail.
Where you gotta go?
A couple miles ago.
Neon Museum.
Are you guys gonna
in the places you said you're going to go by
museum with us?
I don't know. You want to go there?
Let
me see. We can see if we can.
She only has X amount.
No, they just sent us a text. Hold on.
Can't you invite new people to go to places?
Show me his X ticket.
I'm moving. I don't see
I had him covered the entire time.
It's just funny.
I think
Oh, yeah, I forgot about cards. Yeah.
I
I
think
had
we're
it
froze.
covered the entire time. I went to check.
Oh,
I think
God.
we're froze.
No, we're not.
I'm not
No,
bad.
It's right here. Here's the camera.
But I'm not moving.
He's
Yeah, it's not a time lapse.
Ah, okay.
It's on a test. Now watch. Now watch. Now
I'll
watch
be a
now.
crazy person.
Now
myself.
watch now. You're gonna start waving.
Look, see?
There you
Oh,
go.
that's horrible. I should have known. Look at me. I'm still not.
You
Yeah,
guys
what
know
are you
later.
doing?
We have a game we want to play later.
Yeah.
We're not gonna.
We're not going to divulge.
Yeah.
But it's an old game from your childhood
Yeah.
With a new spin on it.
with a new spin on
And,
it.
this was not from your childhood. It was new
52
spin.
cards.
Drinking
No,
No
no.
fish.
That's a card game.
It's a card
You
game.
can turn it into a drinking game.
Yeah.
Because you kind of seem to do that when you're here.
Yeah. a lot.
Turn everything to a
Turn
drinking
it into a drinking game.
Well, you could bring the world's most racist lawn darts. That's horrible, man. I don't want to put that on camera. And they look down and gassed into the corner.
Oh. Play cornhole with those.
Yes, that would be awesome. Come on, the thing's got a hole
How much
all
do we have
over
on a
it.
damage deposit?
It's only 500.
Oh.
Definitely.
on video.
Drinko. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
Oh, card game?
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
love
Maybe
it.
we could dress somebody up as a Cupid.
Don't look at me.
Don't
I
look at
knew
me.
it.
Dell.
Actually,
No,
Dell's like the
no,
perfect
no.
Cupid.
Oh,
How about this?
No.
Just a big
No.
cherub.
A Cupid can't be
bearded
skinny.
cherub.
No.
Yeah.
And you finally get to wear the diapers you brought.
No.
Oh, perfect.
I'm wearing them now.
Oh.
I'm not taking my
But on the
clothes.
outside. See,
No.
You can't wear diapers on the inside.
And you know, with the hair on your back flapping in the breeze,
See, that's
it's like wings.
See, that's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid of. You whipping up your tub of moose. You know?
Double moose.
Yeah, he's got a tub. It looks like a margarine tub.
Airbud.
Yeah.
yeah, country crock, hair gel.
Yeah.
It's
I'm making fun of my pomade. Peasants.
what is it? What was the one from Old Brother Where Art Thou?
Oh, Dapper Dan.
Dapper Dan.
Dapper Dan Man.
I want no problem. I'm Dapper Dan Man.
Oh, man.
Well, we done?
Let's wrap
Yeah.
it up.
All right. All right.
We
we
will
got
be
it.
back tonight.
It's another one.
Great.
We'll be back for part 2.
That was fun.
Part 2.
Yes,
be more
apparently we will be back for part 2.
We need to play the game.
Right.
Uh,
Almost the
round
ball.
six.
Said game.
We may have to just record that and not live feed that and see
Yeah,
how
right.
it does. That could go.
Yeah.
That could be. Who cares? Let's throw caution to the wind.
Oh. I don't know.
I don't know. I think we will.
Let's take a vote. Leave in the comments.
Yeah. Let us know if you want to watch this or.
Do we risk everything on social media?
No. Sometimes you got to
What's everything?
That's true.
Well, you don't
I
have
think it's a
any
little
all
too
in.
early in the podcast.
And one of these
To emphasize
in this
everything.
game, if you were all in,
Oh, that's a
risking
good
everything.
thing.
You
That's a
would be
good thing.
risking everything, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
We're going to
man.
wrap this thing up and
Yeah.
go to the Neon Museum.
Yeah, maybe we should tape it.
Take what?
The game.
because this could go horribly
Yeah,
wrong.
good.
A little laid back. I think we're tired. We gotta get wound up. All right. Some neon. Let's go see some neon signage.